So Liverpool back to 12 points at the top. It wasn't the greatest performance in the first half anyway, but second half much better. But Liverpool, massive win. We needed that just to shake off the PSG loss and the cup final loss. So yeah, and to get one over your rivals in the last Merseyside derby of the season. So yeah, people, man, sit back, relax. Let's get into this one, man. Yes, my people, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Max, Blatant Red TV, man. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I lost a subscriber today, I'm not gonna lie, man. But you know, one subscriber lost is probably two gained. So I'm still staying positive about it. But it is what it is, man. Do you know? My tooth is still, it's getting better, but it's still playing up, man. But like I said, man, the content still has to get created. But yes, people, man, let's get into this match reaction. Liverpool 1-0 winners against Everton last night. Goal scorer Jota. What a good goal it was, though, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously there was little talks about, Diaz being offside at the time, but he wasn't because, well, he was in an offside position, but it was Tarkowski, I think, or one of the Everton defenders that touched the ball, which obviously then, ruled him onside. And then his little flick now to Jota, and then Jota, twinkle toes, cutting in, cutting out, and then yeah, popped the shot, man. Sent Pickford the wrong way. What a finish, man. But it was nervy. It wasn't like, again, the first half wasn't the greatest half, I'm not gonna lie, man. And let's start with the lineup, to be honest, because I did pick in my preview lineup that I wanted Konza to start at right back. But I said, Curtis Jones can play there. But Slot ended up playing Curtis Jones there. He ended up playing Diaz on the left. And then I'm seeing, I was hearing a few people weren't happy about the lineup, to be honest. I mean, first half, it just felt like, it was just that typical after the international game type of football. That's what it was. It's like, these players just, there was cohesion, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? And that's probably just due to players travelling back from wherever they've travelled back from. Then on top of that, it's like you got to get that international rust off you. And then now that game's, and what a game to come back to, Everton, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a game that you kind of like, you can have a system, you can have tactics, but they kind of get thrown out the window, innit? Because it's a derby, innit? And it's like the emotions behind the game, innit, usually come into play. So that's why it wasn't a great watch in the beginning. I watched a few people's channels. A lot of people thought it was the lineup why there wasn't no cohesion, but I thought the lineup was all right, man. I understand that, there's this little thing about Jota that, some people don't want Jota to play up front. But it's like, who plays up front then, bro? Nunes? Like, I don't know, man. I just find that Jota's the more clinical one, innit? So you play the striker that is 9 out of 10, it's going to be more clinical. Like, could Nunes have done what Jota did yesterday? After Diaz gave Nunes, Jota the ball, Jota still had to, cut through and twist and turn and then get the shot off. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, can we sit here and really be confident that Nunes in that position would have got the goal? Do you know what I mean, bruv? Like, and then, people saying that, he's playing Curtis Jones at right back when he should have played Konza. Konza can play the right back position. Do you know what I mean? He can. So maybe Slot should have played the defensive midfielder there and then played Jones in the middle of the park, because, I thought that he would at least give Gravenberch a rest. I did think Slot would have done that. So I did think that he would have played Jones in the middle. But again, innit, this is whole Slot don't want to rotate in a sense, innit? I don't know, man. Like, he just has these players that he wants to help him get over the line. And he's just going to keep picking them. And then you see, he brought Endo on yesterday with, the last 5 minutes remaining. We know Endo's going to be that type of, shut up shop type of player. Who else did he give a chance to? Chiesa. Boy, we still can't see Chiesa, man. I mean, he did come out in his press conference saying, you know, the reason as to why we don't see a lot of Chiesa, and that's due to just, he said Salah, innit? His performances, but Salah wasn't the greatest yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be the first to say that. Like, Salah was dead yesterday. He was quiet. It's like he's burnt out now, if anything, bro. And he probably just wants the season to end. But then maybe I'm talking too fast, man, because like I said, it was just that after the international break football match where it's just like, yeah, you got to kind of just get you got to get those games out of the way, and then hopefully Fulham on Sunday we see, like, I don't know, a bit more sharper Liverpool performance than we saw in the first half yesterday. But as far as like the result goes, I'm happy with the 1-0 win, especially over your rivals, man. Like, you have to be happy with a win over your rival, and at the same time that it sent us back 12 points at the top of the table, man. And that's where you want to be. 4 more wins and the title's ours, man. So yeah, people, man, there's a lot to look forward to, man. There's you don't need to be down and depressed about the result and all this type of jazz. Like, there's still a lot to look forward to. But if Liverpool keep playing like how they played in the first half, then it might be, you know, nerve-wracking towards the end, heading towards this title. Because even in the first half, we didn't even put the ball in the back of the net. They had the ball in the back of the net, which was luckily offside from Beto. But on another day, yeah, man, it could have been a goal. And in that, there was little moments in the first half where Van Dijk was just doing some weird stuff, man. Him and Konate, to be honest, man. But luckily, we didn't get punished for those early little, like, defensive lapses that was going on, man. So, yeah, people, man. We move. 3 points, like I said. Fulham on Sunday. That's going to be a difficult one, people, man. Don't get it twisted. Look out for the preview for that one. When am I going to do that? I'm probably going to do that Saturday, to be honest. Yeah, I'll do it Saturday, because I've been working 3 Saturdays in a row. I'm not working this Saturday, so definitely I'm going to get up on an early one, full of energy, and bring you lot the preview for that game. So yeah, man, look out for that one, like I said. But it's Thursday, people, almost there to the end of the week. Big up yourselves. Like I said, don't forget to smash the like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. It's your boy Mike's Blatant Red TV, and I'll see you lot on the rebound, man. Peace out.